you to think about that as you pass around these bag of Jolly Ranchers and take a concrete piece of candy. The candy I'm passing out is real. But let's look at what real is. And real typically is associated with nouns, things that you can touch, things, places. But nouns also encompass ideas as well. Can ideas be real? Of course. We all have them. There are things we absolutely know, that are facts. But then we can also know things about fiction. Now, we all know Napoleon Bonaparte. He's a person. He's a real person, historical figure. Now, if I would tell you he was the king of Atlantis and he conquered the moon, you tell me I'm wrong. Now, we also all know Batman. But what if I told you his real name was actually Prince William and he was married to Kate Middleton and he lived in Buckingham Palace and fought crime in London? I would also be wrong. You'd also tell me I'm wrong. They're fictional people, but you can be right and you can be wrong about their things, about their life, about their stories. So if you could be wrong, doesn't that imply there's a certain sense of reality to them? There are very impossible people that don't seem like they're real, like Felix Baumgartner, an Austrian man who broke the sound barrier with his body. And then there was also a man by the name of Walter Summerford who survived getting struck by lightning 3 times, and then a few years after he died, his gravestone got struck by lightning and split in 2. Now, these people seem like fictional characters. How could these people possibly be real? But they were. Yet fictional characters seem very real, like the characters that people, directors make in movies such as The Guy in the Fault in Our Stars. Or what about Dear John? These people are fictional characters, yet they seem real. We associate with them, and we become emotionally attached to these characters. I'm sure that the girls here that watch The Fault in Our Stars, I almost guarantee that every one of you cried. Or during Dear John, everyone felt a certain sense of emotion. Or myself, I've had a certain emotional attachment to, let's say, the story of Dominic Santiago and his wife Maria in Gears of War 2. When she died in Gears of War 2, and he died, killed himself in Gears of War 3, I got a little choked up, honest to God. That was one of the most, I always played as Dominic Santiago. I was always player 2. I created an emotional attachment to that character. So even if for a moment, when you start to experience a real emotion from a fictional character, does that not make that character real? How can you tell what someone else's reality is? According to the theory of solipsism, which is a philosophy, you can't. The only reality you can possibly know is your own, which is completely independent of the true reality that we all share. Now, there are certain things that we can do to share that reality. Like we know that we share certain experiences, like we're both in the same group, we're all in the same room right now. But there are certain things that we cannot share, more internal experiences that our language doesn't have the capability to describe. Look around. What color Jolly Rancher did you all pick?
Purple.
Everyone picked a different color Jolly Rancher. Each of you have your own personal preferences, whether it is the taste or the color, but you can't possibly describe the taste or the color. You can't tell what somebody else experiences when they eat that, which is why people possibly like different things. You might take a blue Jolly Rancher because you like the color and you like the taste, but to him, it might taste terrible, so you can take a purple Jolly Rancher. And it's impossible to share those experiences. You don't possibly know what one another experiences. People are very different and experience everything differently. Therefore, if something is real to them, it's real. Their reality is the only thing that they know. So therefore, if something is real to them, that's what is real. John Nash, he was played by Russell Crowe in Beautiful Mind. He was a brilliant man, brilliant statistician. He knew lots of things. He knew lots of facts about reality. However, he was also schizophrenic. He had people that were not a part of everyone else's shared reality, that were a part of his reality. He had this complicated plot, scheme against the American government that he thought that he was doing his best to solve. But it wasn't real. All the characters that were telling you about this plot were made up from the little girl to the little girl's uncle. But to him, they're real. Therefore, everything is real as long as it's real to you. If I'm standing up here and you all are hearing me talk and think that I am full of it, that nothing that I'm saying is real, that's your take on reality, therefore it's real. Whereas in my mind, I believe everything that I'm saying to be real, therefore in my reality, in my mind, it is absolutely real. Therefore, reality is in the eye of the beholder, more so than beauty. Because beauty is real to only some people, whereas to you it might not be. Reality is absolutely real, but so is everything else. Any questions? Yes?
So are you saying that reality is relative as to the person someone experience?
Exactly, because it's impossible to tell what anyone else's experience is. The only thing that you can know is your own. So reality is absolutely relative.
So how do you trust that you are real?
I don't. I think, therefore, I am, which is a bit of a Descartesian theory, which is why I know I'm real, because I can think. I can't say the same for the rest of you. I have no idea if you guys are real or not. Any other questions? Yes?
Are you saying that you can't relate to other people and share experiences?
No, we absolutely can. If we can share experiences with other people as well as fictional characters, everyone becomes real in that time that you are sharing other experiences with. Therefore, you can also say that everyone is real as well as not knowing if they are real. It all depends on who you are. If you believe they're real, they're real. If you don't believe they're real, they're not. It all depends on you. One last question. Anyone? No? All right. And this concludes my presentation.